As we look for an employee who shows excellence, you might think we would choose a supervisor or someone who has been here for 10 years or more. Yet this year, the person chosen for the Employee Excellence Award is a young man who is a leader by his everyday actions. John Riego really enjoys summer camp. He is playful with the children, keeps them safe, and helps them participate in many of the special activities each day. He came to Angelwood first as a volunteer, then getting bitten by the camp bug, has returned for several more summers, even adjusting his schedule to accommodate the camping program.
I hired John because when he was a volunteer, he was an amazing young man. He was hands-on. Whatever we needed, he asked and he jumped right in. One of our core values with Angelwood is integrity. He does things just naturally. It's it's not because someone's watching. He makes things happen with the campers. If he sees someone with a sad face, he's there with that big bright smile to lighten the load, to make their day brighter. On Thursdays, we have water day. All the campers love water day, and we all get wet. One thing that I really love about John is even our kids that are in wheelchairs, John is strong. He can pick them up, get them up the slide, and slide down with them. And the smile that he leaves on their face because they were included, it's just, it warms your heart.
This year, John reminded us that Angelwood is part of a larger community, and our impact may reach beyond the children we serve at camp, their families, or our staff, volunteers, and board. Each summer, we train our staff in first aid and CPR as a resource in the event of an on-site emergency. However, this year, John took what he learned at camp and became a hero in a wholly different time and place.
On April 24th of this year, at about 8 o'clock at night, 4 friends decided to go fishing in a pond near Touchton Road in Belfort. 2 of those friends, our victim and one of the other friends, decided to swim to a fountain, which was approximately 80 feet off of the shoreline, and then swim back. The 2 friends did so, and about 15 or 20 feet from the shore, our victim became extremely exhausted and went underwater. Without hesitation, John Riego shed his clothes as he was fishing on the shoreline and dove in to the dark, murky water that evening. He initially was unable to find the victim and had to resurface to take a breath of air. He dove back down underwater and found the victim in 6 or 7 feet of water. He grabbed the victim, brought him to the surface, and was able to swim to shore. And with the help of one of the other friends, they pulled him up onto the bank. At that time, John started chest compressions and CPR without hesitation and ultimately saved his friend's life. Jack's Fire Rescue and JSO responded to the scene, and the lieutenant on the rescue unit that evening was Lieutenant Suzanne Smith, who stated, and I quote, "There is no doubt that Riego saved his friend's life that night. Starting chest compressions as quickly as Riego did diminishes the likelihood of death. We heard at the scene that while en route to the hospital, the victim went into cardiac arrest and was actually lost, but was brought back by the hospital personnel. In fact, all of the emergency personnel on scene that night were told that the victim would not make it based on how long he had been under and his condition heading to the hospital and when he got there. So there is no doubt that John's actions that evening and his knowing CPR saved his friend's life.
Angelwood is proud to recognize John Riego for the Employee Excellence Award of 2019.